as a fighter. I think he's amazing. I think he has great technique. He has crazy knockout power.
We all know Tank best weight is 35, 40. You fought Barrios at 40, 35, 40. And you fight Jake Paul, who getting better. I'm like I said, and he got 6 feet tall. Where Tank gonna hit you?
Gervonta Davis opened his training camp for the Jake Paul fight with explosive intensity, unleashing a blistering 35 punch combination during pad work that highlighted his trademark speed, power, and precision. His sharp movements and focused approach sent a clear message to fans and analysts alike. Davis is preparing to dismantle Paul with his experience, discipline, and relentless pressure in the ring. Gervonta Davis stirred up social media after posting on Instagram, telling fans, *, see y'all soon. I guess ATL going to be two-turned, * before adding, *, tell them to send that bag and I'm coming. * his words carried a clear message. He's eager to return to the ring, but also determined to ensure the business side of boxing is handled with respect. In a sport where fighters constantly juggle legacy and financial security, Tank's post stood out as more than casual talk. It was a declaration of readiness, motivation, and self-worth. Davis made it clear he's not just chasing competition, but demanding the compensation that matches his value.
I text that again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. Know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, stop it, knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them to send that bag and I'm coming. And I'm,
Even before the fight was made official, Gervonta Davis had been vocal about his views on Jake Paul's boxing career, once dismissing his efforts as trash and suggesting Paul only turned to the sport out of boredom with ventures like YouTube. His criticism echoed the skepticism many boxing purists share toward celebrities entering combat sports. Yet, Paul's persistence has gradually earned recognition, even from the sport's elite. The fact that Davis is now set to face him in the ring is proof of how far Paul has come, transforming what was once dismissed as a novelty into one of the most talked about matchups in boxing today.
What do you think of former athletes and celebrities like Jake Paul taking up boxing? You think that grows the sport?
If he's doing it for the right reason, actually want to do it because of actually want to box, it's cool. But if he's doing it for like the wrong reason, just to get the hype and stuff like that, I feel as though it's trash. Sometimes people get bored at what they doing, and they want to try other stuff. Got to be mentally tough to be able to box. So that's why I don't take that away from some fighters or some people that want to jump into the sport. So just show how tough you are. That's how it should be.
For sure. That's all I got. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
The upcoming clash between Davis and Paul has ignited heated debate in the boxing world. To some, it's proof that the sport has drifted away from being driven by merit and legacy, instead prioritizing spectacle and entertainment. Critics argue that such matchups undermine boxing's integrity, reducing it to more of a circus act than a contest between elite athletes. Still, boxing has always straddled the line between sport and show business, whether through Muhammad Ali's larger-than-life charisma or Mike Tyson's pay-per-view dominance. Ultimately, whether fans dismiss this fight as a gimmick or embrace it as a major draw depends on how they perceive the balance between tradition, legacy, and entertainment.
Boxing has gone too far. Jake Paul is taking on Gervonta "Tank" Davis in an exhibition bout this November. The fight will be taking place in Atlanta between the cruiserweight and the 135-pounder, nearly a 100-pound difference between the two guys. This is absolutely insane. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below.
Former super middleweight contender Jesse Hart pushed back against critics of Gervonta Davis taking the Jake Paul fight, insisting they're missing the bigger picture. According to Hart, Davis isn't turning his back on legacy but instead navigating the realities of today's boxing business. He stressed, *, Tank has the right to prioritize financial opportunities, even if some see it as stepping into the circus. His comments highlight the divide among fighters. Some argue Davis should be chasing names like Shakur Stevenson or Teofimo Lopez, while others recognize that massive paydays against global stars like Paul are hard to pass up. Hart's defense frames Davis's move not as betrayal, but as a calculated business decision, though opinions in the boxing world remain split.
Man, that's the circus. If you want to join the circus, that's the circus. I don't see the value. I just see money involved in that. If they want the money, if that's what they want to do, then go ahead and go ahead and get the money. But other than that, I'm not. You got a guy, Jake Paul, that's what, 6'3", 6'4", almost. Then you got a guy, Gervonta Davis, that's like 5'5", a little guy. Yeah. Y'all gonna try to, who's 200 pounds, just for Mike Tyson there, I'm gonna throw him in there with a 135. It's just a circus, and that's what they want to do, to get money, to generate money in the sport of boxing instead of Gervonta Davis. This is a legacy fight. He was supposed to fight Lamont Roach after this, and then he say, no. Think about it. You really can't say too much. When you say Gervonta Tank Davis and you say Lamont Roach, there's still a question mark on that fight. It was still a question mark on that rumble. You just gonna leave it and then go right to the money and say, no, I ain't. That's how you know legacy and everything don't matter. I did that before. I took the money with the Joe Smith fight when my hand was fucked up and, excuse my language, my hand was messed up, broke in training camp, and I still said, yo, no, I'm taking that, I'm still fighting him. I'm not gonna not fight him again. We're fighting him, Dad. We're fighting him, Rick. We're fighting him, Fred. I went against everybody. Jesse, don't take the fight, man. Let your hand heal. Let's get the surgery. No, I'm fighting him. It's too close. We 3 weeks out. I'm fighting him.
Boxing commentator Andy Ross offered a surprising take by predicting a Jake Paul victory. While acknowledging the fight as a smart move for both men, Ross argued that Paul's size and unorthodox style could ultimately tip the scales. His view highlights the intrigue surrounding this matchup. Despite lacking Davis's pedigree, Paul's physical advantages, self-confidence, and unconventional approach inject real unpredictability. Ross's prediction may be unpopular, but it echoes the sentiments of those who believe Paul deserves more credit than traditional boxing circles are willing to grant. Still, not everyone in the industry is even convinced the fight will happen at all.